All right, everyone. Welcome to Cooking with ChOil. My name is Big J.
And I'm Jacob.
My friend. We actually adopted him. My daughter left. He's my daughter's friend. She ended up moving out of state, and Jacob loves delicious food, as do I. His parents owned a restaurant for a number of years, and so him and I like to talk about food and collaborate on it. And so that's what we're going to do today. And Jacob is also a big lover of our chili oil and chili crisp. I think he's consumed more of it than any human in this world. And so he's going to help us with some creative ideas on what we can make today. So what we're going to do is talk about what we want to make. One of the beautiful things about cooking is that you can be very creative. You can come up with all different kinds of flavor combinations for food and just come up with delicious stuff to cook. So what do you think, Jacob? Let's start with our base ethnicity food, Indian food, Italian, Mexican, American barbecue. What are you feeling today?
I feel like there's a lot of really good options, but I haven't touched up on Italian, especially when I'll make stuff with the ChOil at home. I really haven't ventured into like the Italian genre of food, so I think that could be a good place to go and start with.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, actually, I do like that because we made Italian. I made Italian sandwiches not too long ago that were with salami, pepperoni, like a traditional Italian, and then we had like a nice sauce that went on it. And that sauce was freaking delicious, and it went really well with that. I think we might be able to play on that.
Yeah, that's definitely something we could go off of.
So Italian. So normally I go from there to meat, and I'm thinking that probably if we're gonna go with a nice sandwich, I'm thinking a nice chicken sandwich would work really well. We're gonna have a lot of beef this weekend, and so I'm thinking a nice, maybe like a grilled or a fried, pan fried, something like that. So let's go with chicken. You want grilled or fried, or like crispy fried chicken?
I think we should go with grilled.
Grilled. I'm thinking that too because I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier.
Oh yeah, gotta watch those carbs.
So grilled chicken, Italian. Now let's talk about the cheese and the sauce. Because it has to have cheese.
Always has to have cheese.
And we know we're going to put some ChOil and some sauce, so...
I feel like with heading in the Italian direction, that provolone usually can be a good choice with that.
Yeah, provolone. I was thinking pepper jack, but I think you're right. Provolone would be excellent. Nice smoky flavor. Can't spell. Provolone, whatever it is. Provolone? Yeah.
Provolone.
Hopefully they spell it differently at the store. Now for the sauce. So that Italian sandwich I made, it was like a Parmesan ranch sauce that was so intense in flavor. It was like, when my son tried it, he was just like, what the heck, that is so good. But we made a while ago pesto chicken sandwiches where we smeared the pesto on it, and then I think we put another sauce on one side and pesto on the other, and it was a really delicious sandwich, one of the most delicious sandwiches I've ever had. But I think what might be good is to incorporate that pesto into a sauce with ChOil.
You know what might go good with that? Instead of using the ranch as a base, you go ahead and do like a mayo-based sauce instead of that. That could be something that could turn out really well.
All right, so we're gonna do a pesto mayo. All right, and lastly, bread. I know a lot of times we'll use like a sourdough, something like that, but I don't think that's right for Italian. What do you think?
No, I think we might have to switch it up with this one.
What we could go with like a French loaf, Italian loaf, ciabatta.
I typically see those ciabatta rolls, but I heard that they go ahead and they sell it in nice loaves, and then you're able to use really nice ciabatta sliced bread.
Yeah, because one thing I hate is that when you get the ciabatta rolls, they're so small. I mean, I know I'm a small and petite man, but I can eat, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to look for ciabatta. I'm sure that's spelled right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so on our handy dandy board here, we're going to have Italian chicken sandwiches that are grilled with provolone, pesto mayo on a ciabatta bun. This is gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be packed with flavor. we're gonna head to the store, go get all these ingredients. We're gonna come back and we're gonna put this all together for you guys. And you're gonna, if you make this, I can already tell this is gonna be freaking delicious. So I'm excited. You excited?
Oh, I'm very excited.
Let's get cooking.
Let's do it.
Let's go shopping, then we'll get cooking.
Yeah,
all right, we'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Some wiener roll.
The wiener roll. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Hi. What are you doing? You're a B-roll. A chubby roll.
All right, well, now we're back from our long and arduous trip to the store.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to show you what we got, what we're going to put together, and then we're going to start working on it. So we got our chicken. We're going to use chicken thighs that are boneless, skinless. We're going to season them up, throw them on the grill, get some nice grill flavor in it. We got our ciabatta bread, provolone cheese. It's going to go on the sandwiches. This is the pesto that we're going to use. I'm not making my own. Only reason is that to make a decent batch of pesto, it's pretty expensive. So Delalo makes a really good version of it. So I'm just going to use that. We got some rosemary salt. If you watch That Dude Can Cook, you'll understand what this rosemary salt is. If you don't have rosemary salt, you can just use regular salt. Got a little avocado. Figured that'd be a nice creamy addition to it. Our tomato. Love tomato. We got some lettuce in the refrigerator. Got an egg and vinegar. We're going to use that to make our mayonnaise. It's going to be the base for our pesto cream sauce. It's going to go on our sandwiches. And then the star of our show. Labels are on the way. But this is our chili oil, chili crisp, made by ChOil. And what we're going to use this for is a flavor booster and a spice enhancer. And this is one of the most incredibly tasty and delicious infusions of oil that you can find out there. We use a special process to pull all of the flavors out of all the ingredients that we put in here that are Thai chilies, garlic, ginger, Szechuan peppercorns, cardamom. And so what we do is we infuse this oil with all kinds of flavor. And what it's going to do is it's going to add some heat to our sauce that we're going to make, but it's also going to add a ton of flavor. And the reviews that we've gotten from this from people have been incredible. People are just blown away because the flavor combinations. Jacob can probably tell you a little bit.
I used to live off of it pretty much.
So I don't recommend living off of it just because it is oil, but but it is delicious. So we're gonna be using some of this today. And the unique thing about our chili oil is that right now there's about an even mix of oil and chili crisp in there. And the reason that's key is because today we're gonna be making a mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is made with oil, vinegar, and egg. And so what we're gonna do is take just the oil out of here to help make the mayonnaise. But if we want to season some of our food, but we didn't want all that oil, we have plenty of chili crisp in here. So you scoop that chili crisp out. And then the beautiful thing about that is all the chili crisp has all the flavor from the oil in it as well. So you can get the flavor without the oil. So you get the best of both worlds. And we make sure you get a good mix so you can cook with this and not just put this on as a topping, but as something that you can use that's very versatile. And we're going to show that today.
Mm-hmm. I know you have multiple different flavors of the chili oil. Which one are we going to be using for today?
Today we're going to use Twisted Thai. I would normally, probably on a dish like this, use our Oh My Garlic, but I cook with that most of the time because my family can't handle a lot of heat. And so we're gonna split this into two batches, one for my wife and then one for us. So since I like a lot more heat, we're gonna bump it up today and use some of that Thai ChOil. I love heat. Heat and flavor. So we're gonna get prepping, get cooking some of this food, and we'll bring you along for the journey. Let's get started. All right, so we got our chicken thighs here. I don't want all this fat on here. It's not gonna add to a nice, delicious bite of food. So we're gonna go ahead and clean all these up real quick. And then we're gonna season them up. Then we're gonna get them on the grill. And while the chicken's grilling, we're going to work on our sauce and get everything else prepped. All right, so we got these cleaned up fairly well. I don't get all the fat off of it. I just get the bulk of it off. Now we're gonna season it. Are you a light seasoner or are you more of a heavy seasoner?
Oh, heavy season all the way.
Perfect, yes. So don't be afraid to season your food. That's where all your flavor comes from. So what this is right here, this is what's called rosemary salt. Like I said before, I learned this on That Dude Can Cook. He blends rosemary, garlic, different herbs along in with salt, and it makes the yummy salt to put on different foods. Now I'm gonna simply season these with salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. Now I use granulated garlic. Some people use garlic powder, but the difference you can tell in the powder and the granulated is like bigger particles than the garlic powder. And so it doesn't come out like a fine powdery mist, so you can season your food a little bit better in my opinion. We're gonna take these out to the grill, get these cooking, come back in, make our sauce, get our panini press ready to go, because we're gonna press these bad boys, get that cheese nice and delicious. All right, so now we're gonna work on probably what I think is the star of the show, which is the actual sauce that we're gonna put on it, which utilizes our ChOil. If you've never made your own mayo before, that's what we're about to do. And to me, I don't eat mayonnaise. I'll eat my mayonnaise though. Like I don't like Miracle Whip and all that kind of stuff. But when I make my own mayonnaise, I'm able to customize it and make it tailored to actually the food that I'm eating, so it pairs well with it instead of it just being a gelatinous man sauce. Looks gross. Ugh. All right, so how do you make your own mayonnaise? We're gonna use an egg, probably about 6 to 8 ounces of oil.
What kind of oil are you using for it this time?
Today we're using canola oil, which is actually what's in our chili oil. We're gonna put a little salt in there, which we're gonna use our rosemary salt, of course. It's kind of weird how it looks in there. It's like, all right. Then we also need an acid. And since we're doing an Italian dish, I'm thinking red wine vinegar is gonna taste excellent in it, along with that pesto. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of red wine vinegar in there. And that's gonna help this all come together. Now this is all we need for the mayonnaise. Crack some pepper in there. And so once we make this mayonnaise, we're gonna split it. So that way we have some mild, and then we're gonna make some hot by using the chili oil. And the nice thing is you saw all the oil that we put in here. That's pretty much what all mayonnaise is pretty much oil. And so the ChOil is gonna mix perfectly in it because ChOil is an oil. ChOil's an oil.
ChOil is oil.
All we do is stick this in here. You're gonna hit the button, slowly bring it up, and you're gonna see the mayonnaise, it turn. Boom, just like that, you got mayonnaise.
It's like you're a food magician or something.
I know, right? Bam! Alakazam! All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of this out of here, stir it up a little bit more. After our calculations, we've determined we don't have enough mayonnaise. We're gonna make a little bit more mayonnaise. I have enough for my lighter people, but we're gonna make a little bit more for the ChOil people.
When it comes to making your own mayo, is it possible to overmix it or overblend it?
I don't think so. But it is possible for it not to come together where it ends up staying as a liquid. And so it's almost like it's just still an oil. But what you're able to do with that, I think a lot of times that happens because you don't have enough acid in it. And so what I'll normally do is I'll actually start another batch of mayonnaise, get it thick, and then I can add that to it. And it forms with the rest of that mayonnaise, so you don't have to waste it if you do have a...
Beautiful.
Thank you. I try to be. All right, so we got our mayonnaise made. It's a nice consistency, not too thick. It's gonna turn into a beautiful sauce. Put a couple nice, healthy teaspoons, probably closer to tablespoons in each of these. Spicy version and the mild version. Put a little bit of granulated garlic. Not too much, probably about a half a teaspoon or so. I'm actually gonna put some ranch umami in here. A little bit of ranch packet. If you don't have it, that's okay. But I think it just adds a little wonderful flavor. It's not even like a ranch flavor when it goes into something like this. I don't know. Just
Yeah, would you say you're able to get a little bit of like that dill and like maybe it adds a little bit of creaminess with the powder?
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Then we need some Parmesan, which we gotta grate up real quick. Just like make it rain, damn, it rain.
The grind. Dude, you're shredding it.
I'm shredded. A little plop in there, a little plop in there, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more.
Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say there's too much cheese.
Right? So unless they're lactose intolerant. This is a crappy situation. So what are we missing?
I don't know, it looks pretty good to me.
What? I don't think so. What's wrong with you? We gotta get our chili oil in there.
How could I forget?
I know, rookie.
Rookie mistake.
All right. We're gonna put a nice tablespoon of ChOil in here. That's gonna, yeah, let's see how that works. See how much flavor, because that is packed with flavor, so we gotta find out if that is enough for this dish. We'll do the hot one first, and then go to the, just kidding.
Yeah, you better.
Oh man, look at that color change with the pesto added in.
Yeah, look at those little specks. I'm gonna try it, see if it tastes right before moving on to the next one, because we can. Oh wow. Give that a try. That rosemary salt is one of the first things I taste.
Mm.
You like that?
Oh, that's really good. I see what you're saying about the rosemary.
I'm thinking maybe a little more parm and a little bit more of that ranch.
Agreed.
Because my salter is off, but I like a little more of that parm to come through everything. All right, grab your spoon. Oh, home run!
That's really good.
It's like that pesto and the rosemary salt got together and made a baby, and this is the cream sauce they made.
Dude, I eat that baby every day.
Oh wow. That 1 tablespoon of ChOil. Isn't that crazy?
Nice little kick.
Yeah, get a little heat in the background, but then the ChOil just changes the flavor of it and enhances everything in it. It's beautiful. We got our ChOil sauce and our regular Parm pesto cream sauce. They both look delicious. So we got our beautifully grilled chicken here. What I'm gonna do is slice this up, so that way we can have nice pieces of chicken just to place on our sandwich. Give it a taste. For as simple as that seasoned, that's freaking delicious. Got a little char on one side. We got busy in here talking to you guys. Your fault. But the funny thing is, with the black, little bit of blackening on it, it tastes really good. All right, there's our chicken. So we got our panini press going here. While that is heating up, we're gonna prep our sandwiches, get those ready to go in the panini press. And we're just about done, and we're gonna be eating real soon.
I'm so hungry.
Oh my. Especially after talking about food, looking at food, cooking food.
Shopping for food. It's like everything we've been doing for this is food related.
Weird. Almost like it's a cooking show. So generally I put some oil on these, get them nice and toasty. What kind of oil do you think we should put on this, Jacob?
I'm thinking ChOil.
That's a good idea. For ours, not for everybody else's.
A little too spicy.
Ooh, look at that. See the nice color from the chili oil going on there? All right, we got a decent amount of coating on there. That looks beautiful.
Like a modern day Picasso.
This is the only art that I do. Flavor art. Now what I like to use for this part is a spoon. slap that on there and just take the back of your spoon, rub it around. I don't know why, to me it seems like it works better than a knife. I think we want a decent amount of that. What do you think?
Oh, I always love going heavy with my sauces.
Especially a sauce like this. To me, I think this is gonna be the star of the show. And the nice thing is, since this is oil, if this leaks out of the sandwich, all it's gonna do is fry the bread even more. And actually, some people use mayonnaise instead of butter or oil, just because there's so much oil.
That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm cooking burgers, is just slather some mayo on there when I'm frying my buns.
Toasting your buns.
Toasting the buns.
Smoking. Smoking hot, just like me. This is actually probably gonna kind of melt into the sandwich as it heats up in here, so it should be real interesting. Now our cheese. I have confirmed that the grill is ready.
Oh,
Woo! All right, our extra crispy chicken.
How long are we gonna leave those in for about?
Probably about 2 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Until it's nice and crispy and delicious the way we want it. All right, got our lettuce, tomato, sauce, sandwiches are cooking. We're done with these in a second. We're about to eat. Woo! Look at those sandwiches. Look at the beautiful grill marks. We got the cheese and that sauce pouring out of it. Looks delicious. Now we're gonna top these up. Did you hear a girl run through here?
yeah, gotcha.
Look at that. You can see all that sauce in there. It's absorbed into the bread now because it's gotten hot and melty. It's going to be delicious. You want everything on yours, Jacob?
Go for it.
Boom. Good fats in that avocado. Really good for you. Adds a lot of creaminess to the sandwich. Almost like a sauce in itself. Boom, boom.
Nice, beautiful finish of those sandwiches.
Thank you, thank you. Looking amazing. All right, we got all these bad boys put together. Already got our sauce on there. Might need a little bit more. Let's go ahead and cut these in half. We get a look on the inside, see how beautiful they look.
Heard that crunch.
That bread is super crispy. Look at that delicious sandwich. Get on in there, dear. You got the veggies that are giving some nice moisture, your chicken. We got chili oil on the outside and on the inside in the sauce. That chicken that was extra grilled with garlic and salt and pepper. Just delicious. I don't know about you, Jacob, but I'm ready to tear it. You want to give this a taste?
Oh, heck yeah.
Let's see what this tastes like. Wow.
No, that's a sandwich.
So when I took a bite, the first thing that hit me was that chili oil on the outside. It wasn't real spicy, but you could definitely tell those aromatics that are in there, and it's really coming through. And then I got some of that pesto inside that sauce. And it's like the ChOil inside the sauce works together with the ChOil on the outside of the sandwich. Gives it a nice little tiny bit of heat. And then that chicken in there, it just adds a nice, wonderful, delicious chickeny punch.
And then the way that all the vegetables with the grilled bread was incorporated added a nice different layers of the sandwich you could feel going through every bite.
Yeah, I love the crunch on the bread. I just hope it doesn't wreck the roof of my mouth, but that is some crunchy bread right there. Well, we're not going to sit here and have you guys watch us eat these sandwiches. I think that'd be cruel. But as you can see, this is extremely easy to make. The chicken is 3 seasonings on it. You grill it. You make that sauce. You could probably use prepared mayo and just add in the ingredients and mix them in if you didn't want to make full-blown mayo. And then most of this didn't require a lot of flavoring or seasoning, but it is packed with flavor. That basil pesto, it's just delicious with that chicken. You could even do like a fried chicken where you crust it up, fry it in a pan. That would be excellent in this. This is a little bit healthier version. I think it's freaking delicious. I'll be making this on a regular basis.
I might as do that as well now. Life changing.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and eat these. Appreciate you guys joining us today. We hope you go out and make this. If you do, let us know down in the comments what your sandwiches ended up tasting like. If you like our chili oil on it, make sure you go to ChOilCrisp.com. Go get some chili oil. The Thai worked excellent in this. I think the Oh My Garlic would be another excellent selection of it in our chili oil. But we appreciate you joining us, and stay hungry, my friends. Have a great week. Shopping, then we'll get cooking.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
sir.
be back in a little bit, guys.
All right.
And we're back. It doesn't look like they even moved.
Here, I'll like pull my sleeves down.
This is where we get our aprons on. Magic of the TV.